Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now look at the headlines. Even after a near air crash, no solution to garbage problem outside airport. Panchayat ready to collect garbage but clueless on dumping site. Portuguese vessel NRP Sagres to anchor in Goa till 16th November. Portugal officials say visit to strengthen ties between the countries. Desh Premi Nagrik Samiti and Bharat Swabhiman calls it a disgrace to Goans. National Highway Diversion Action Committee gives deadline to the government till 22nd November. Come out with a solution or face consequences, warn people. Goa enter quarterfinals of Under-17 Girls Football Championship at 56th National School Games. And hard work and determination is the key to success for women footballers from northeast of India, says Nagaland coach. And now the news in detail. The garbage menace at W Airport is still unresolved. Due to garbage dumping in the flying zone at W Airport, bird heat cases are on the rise. Due to unavailability of a place to dump the garbage, there is no other option. At a high-level meeting, it was decided that any person dumping garbage around the airport will be penalized. Bird heats at W Airport are on the rise. The flying zone of W Airport is in a danger zone due to garbage dumping in the vicinity. Within a radius of 100 meters, garbage is dumped by locals and commuters. Birds feast on the garbage flying in the flight zones. If government doesn't initiate immediate steps, then it might lead to serious accidents and plane crashes. Now the collector has directed the Panchayat to submit the compliance report within 48 hours. Chikli Panchayat has decided to collect door-to-door garbage from December. But the issue of garbage dumping site is still not resolved.
आता आम्ही from Monday on आम्ही ward wise meeting घेतले ते लोकांक सांगपाक जे लोक हुंय कचरो उडयता ते उडोवचे न्ही मू आनी हुंय लोकांक आमकां समज सांगले हिंगा आमकां डस्टबिन जाय आमी तपडतप थिंग डस्टबिन दवरतले आनी डेली क्लीन करतले.
Some people feel that garbage should not be dumped around the Daboli airport. At the same time, people say that due to unavailability of place, there is no other site to dump the garbage.
हांगा फ्लाइंग झोन एकदम लागीं पडटा एक नियर 100 मीटर जाता म्हाका दिसता ते इतल्या लागीं तरी लोकांनी कचरो उडोवपाचो न्हू म्हाका दिसता.
An area like this so beautiful and this is ridiculous. To endanger people flying unnecessarily just because of the dump yard. No.
On Thursday, a meeting was held with the airport officials, Navy officials, BDO, Deputy Collector of Mormugao, Panchayat secretaries and Sarpanch. The meeting concluded that a person should be kept at the site to monitor the passing vehicles which dump garbage.
Keep a vigil on the places by deploying the personals and note down the vehicle numbers and the persons who are throwing the garbage, and that person will be punished accordingly, and along with the vehicles will be confiscated.
A reporter from Vasco, Surendra Matkaikar. The controversial Portuguese vessel NRP Sagres has arrived in Goa. The Portuguese officials said that they are venturing to the friendly countries to strengthen the ties. Meanwhile, the Desh Premi Nagrik Samiti and Bharat Swabhiman has warned the government not to welcome the Portuguese crew. Samiti says the vessel is a disgrace to Goa as it is docked to mark the 500 years of Portuguese presence in Goa.
The NRP Sagres, a naval vessel, arrived in Goa on Friday. The ship is coming after venturing in many countries like Latin America, Brazil, Japan, Shanghai. On the way to Egypt, they entered the India's port. However, the ship has witnessed a stiff opposition from the local groups. The activists under the banner of Desh Premi Nagrik Samiti gathered outside the IOC gate at Mormugao port for protest. The officials of Portugal said they are happy to be in Goa. The trip aims at strengthening the ties between the countries. Consul General of Portugal, Antonio Costa, said they are not upset with the protest. The vessel will be in Goa till 16th.
I think everyone has the right to have his own view. I think it's a good thing, and everyone have the right to express their own position, and I respect that. I don't agree with them when they say this is try to have in any way in any way to be interpreted as an interest from our part of having any special role in Goa, which is a state belonging in part of India.
Captain of Sagres vessel Luis Proenca Mendes said they are in Goa for goodwill relations.
Our main mission is to prepare the future Navy officers. We make them mariners and we make them good leaders. This is not for learning navigation. It's also for learning navigation, but mainly it's for leadership, for being a mariner. We are a kind of a floating embassy of Portugal, and we visit the Portuguese communities abroad.
However, the Desh Premi Nagrik Samiti feels the motive behind this trip is to mark the completion of 500 years of Portuguese entry in Goa. Samiti says the agitation will end with wiping out the name Vasco da Gama from the state.
आणि हो सुरुवात जाल्लो लढो हो असोच संबंध गोंयभर चालू उरतलो. 520 दीस मनोवपा खातीर कोणे जर फुडें सरत जाल्यार ताणें आपले हात सुरक्षीत दवरचे. आमी ताजे हात कलम करपाक फाटीं सरचे ना, इतली आज हांगासर तुमकां इशारा दिता. कोणी हांगासर कोणे अशा पद्धतीचो विचार करपाची आवश्यकता ना. आमच्या ह्या गांवान हांगासरल्यान ही हांगासरली चळवळ सुरू जाल्ली आसा. ती खरें म्हणजे ह्या गांवाचें नांव त्या वास्को दा गामाच्या नांवाचें हांगासर नायनाट करूनच ही चळवळ सोंपोवपाक जाय.
Bharat Swabhiman has also opposed the celebrations. Organization says the CM Digambar Kamath and Governor Dr. S.S. Sidhu should not attend this function.
आमी आमचे स्वातंत्र्याची 50 वर्सां साजरी करपाक सोदता आनी ह्या सायडीक ही 500 वर्सां पुर्तुगीज आयिल्ले ताका लागून आमचे जर तर मुख्यमंत्री आनी गव्हर्नर गेले जाल्यार ही सामकी लज्जेची बात लज्जेची खबर जातली.
A reporter Surendra Madkaikar with Devidas Kamli and video journalist Sushant Pal.
A delegation headed by Chief Minister Digambar Kamath met Union Minister for Surface Transport and Highways Kamal Nath regarding the problems of four-laning NH4A. On the other side, NH Diversion Action Committee has warned government to come out with a solution before 22nd November, else face the consequences.
The delegation led by the CM will meet the Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Kamal Nath and brief him regarding problems faced over four-laning of National Highway. Discrepancies and confusion prevailing over the alignment is expected to be taken up at the meeting. PWD Minister Churchill Alemao briefed us on the delegation's Delhi visit.
Because it is mostly 126 to 130 gora.
The Goa delegation will make a presentation before the Union Minister and his technical team highlighting the discrepancies in the plan put forth by the National Highway Authority of India. The Union Ministry is opposed to the idea of alternate plan for the highway except reducing the proposed width in the localities. It would be interesting to see the response Goa delegation gets from the centre. Meanwhile, the agitation against the proposed National Highway 4-lane plan is getting rough day by day. Diversion Committee has given an ultimatum of 22nd November to the government. Committee says if the government doesn't respond to the demand, a mega convention at Madgaon will decide the future course of action.
22 तारखेपर्यंत ह्या विशयाचो तोडगो तांणी काडचोच पडटलो ना जाल्यार ताजे फुडले कितें स्टेप्स आसा ते आमी 22 तारखेच्या सभेत जाहीर करतले. ताजे नंतरचो काळ हो खूब क्रुशियल आसा तेन्ना सरकारान सिरियसली हाजो विचार करचो. सगळ्या प्रकारचे शांत पद्दतीन जे पर्यंत आज पर्यंत आमी आंदोलन चलयल्लें आसा खंयच आमी आज पर्यंत डिस्ट्रक्टीव आमचो हें नाशिल्लो आनी हाजे फुडें आसतलो अशें ना. पूण प्रत्येक गजालीक एक अंत आसता तेन्ना सरकारान आमचो अंत पळोवचो न्ही.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
It's time for a short break. We'll be right back.